You guys are coming with me to my last market of 2024. We have to crack the whip today and get a lot of stuff done. Let's talk market results and bestsellers. I just feared for my Tumblers' lives. Hi my crafty and cozy friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyra if you're new here, and in today's video you guys are coming with me to my last market of 2024. We are ending this year strong with a 2-day market. I'll bring you guys along for some last minute prep. I'll share my booth setup, you'll come with me to the market, and as always at the end we'll talk market results and bestsellers. If you're new here, I share the process of growing my small crafty business, market prep, market vlogs, cozy hobbies, and crocheting, all while working a full-time job. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to join our crafty and cozy family. And without further ado, grab your favorite cozy drink and let's get right into this video. Hello friends, it is Thursday, December 5th. I just made myself a salted caramel hot cocoa and we are about to do a lot of prepping today. It is seriously so cold outside, like I am freezing. So I have on my nice warm hoodie and let me just check what the weather is. I think it said earlier it's like 26. Yeah, literally 26 degrees outside. So we're going to cozy up in this office and get a lot done. I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys a little bit about this show. So like I had mentioned in previous vlogs, this show is a 2-day event and it's going to be this Saturday and Sunday. So on Saturday, the show runs from 11 to 4 and then on Sunday it's 11 to 3. So I'm kind of thankful it's not a super long market like my fall festival. That was literally like 10 hours, or maybe not 10 hours, like 9 or so. But this is a nice chill 4 to 5 hour show. So I'm definitely happy about that. I'm really grateful that this show is a little bit later in the day so I won't have to wake up as early as I normally do for these. And it's also really nice because setup for this show starts tomorrow. Brendan and I normally work until at least 6 p.m. but setup for this show closes at 7 and I thought that would be cutting it too close, so we're actually going to be getting out of work a little bit earlier, so that'll be nice to be able to take my time at this setup. But that definitely means that we have to crack the whip today and get a lot of stuff done. Everything has to be all finished, packed up, ready to go, and in the car by tomorrow morning because we don't have time to stop back here after work. As for my booth setup, I think I misunderstood them when they first called me because whenever I originally signed up for the show, she told me I had a 10 by 10 indoor space. So I was very excited to be able to experiment a little bit. I was gonna try a new setup and everything. And when she called me to confirm, she said that there was room for 1 6-foot table. They are providing the tables and 1 chair, but whenever I was thinking I was gonna have a 10 by 10 space to now only have a 6-foot table, that's gonna be pretty challenging. So we're gonna have to do some experimenting. I think I might do a mock setup. I actually have a 6-foot table right here that I use on my crafting station. So we're gonna trial a setup because I don't wanna go into tomorrow and have no clue what I'm doing. That also means I'm not gonna have as much room to put out all my inventory. So I'm definitely gonna have to select my favorites and then just restock as the show goes. So I woke up a little bit earlier this morning and I've just been doing a lot of inventory prep. I've been cutting out vinyl, been weeding things out to where I can just easily transfer them onto my cups and whatever else I'm making and just have a smooth process. So I'll show you guys some of the things I've been making and we'll make a few things together. But the theme of today is I can only get done what I can get done. Sadly, I've not been able to make very much during the week because I've been editing so much for these videos. Oh my gosh, you guys. I had no idea how much work editing was when I first started YouTube, but definitely figuring it out that takes the majority of my evenings when I get home from work. I have like no time for anything else. So I figured today I could really dedicate towards making inventory, and thankfully it doesn't take me too long to make like my cups and my bookmarks, so I think we should be okay. But I wanted to show you guys this super cute design that I found on Cricut Design Space that I'm gonna put on some of my new tumblers. It says fueled by coffee and romance, and then there's actually a little heart and some sparkles, but I don't have it all put together yet. But isn't that so cute? I thought that would be adorable on some cups. I also wasn't able to get very many crochet things done. If you guys saw my last video, I had that custom order for the Highland cow. I've had several ornament orders, and then I've also had a bookmark order, so I've just not had time to crochet, and it makes me sad, but I'll definitely be prepping a lot more in the new year for some of my spring shows. That way I know I have plenty to take. Now that I talked your guys' ears off, let's go ahead and make some of these cups, and then I'll catch back up with you guys later. guys, so I just finished up making a ton of cups and I figured I'd show you. We'll start with my absolute favorite cup. I think this is my favorite of all time, actually. So this is what it looks like. It says fueled by coffee and romance. And then it has pretty little sparkles and a little heart, and I love it. So I made 2 of these. I really think these will sell because I think that's such a cute design, and I'm actually going to be listing these on my Etsy. I just got done taking the product photos. So if you're interested in this cup, that'll be on my Etsy shop, and that's linked down below. But the next cup I made are these Books, Coffee, and Cats tumblers, and that's what those look like. So it has little paw prints with a cat, the cute font, and some sparkles. So there are those. And next I have these Ho 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 ones. I've made these with you guys in the past. It's 2 different designs, but they both say the same thing. And then I have these iced coffee girly cups. So this one, and then it has pink flowers. And then I have the same cup, but in like a mini version, which I'm very upset about this. So I ordered these cups to try out a new brand. I like this brand, but they've gotten more expensive recently, but I'm just gonna have to stick with this brand because whenever I ordered these, they said they were the same size, and that's obviously not the same size. So very bummed about that. I think I got about 12 of those cups. So I'm just gonna have to sell them for cheaper because I cannot charge the same price for those. Try to get rid of them and never order from that brand again. And the next cup I made is this. It's another Merry Christmas cup. It's pink, and I used hot pink as the background this time. So super pretty, love that. And then this Mama cup. So it's green and red, and it has little holly berries, sparkles, and I just think it's really pretty. So did that one, and then I'll show you guys the ones that I had from my previous markets. We have this hot cocoa and fuzzy socks to take, and then we have 2 of these Merry Christmas ones, red and green. And then I also have a few in this box here, I'll show you. But other than this box, this is all I have. So what you guys have seen is what I have to take. So this coffee one, and then I think I have another coffee one in there. This antisocial butterfly in pink. There's the other coffee one. I have 2 more in here. Coffee and Jesus. And let's see what this last one is. In my Mama era. So those are all the cups that I have to take to the show. I'm going to probably be making more, but that's a good bit of tumblers, especially since I only have 1 6-foot table. And then you guys saw these last time. I have these larger tumblers. I have 5 of these to take. So we got these 2. And then also this Merry and Bright tumbler. And then last but not least, this Holly Jolly, give me a second to get this, Holly Jolly tumbler. So lots of tumblers to take. So now I'm going to go ahead and pack these up into the boxes to where they're ready to go. And then after that, we'll work on some ornaments, bookmarks, whatever else I need to work on, and we'll package things up, and then we'll get into this mock setup. All right, you guys, so before I pack all these cups away, I had to take a minute to document this cozy little corner. It is so cute. I absolutely love how it looks. My little gingerbread cow, all the different pink cups. So before some of these cups sell, I wanted to take a video to document what it looks like. Alright, so this is just a very rough edit of what my booth is going to look like, but I have my 6-foot table in my craft room where I could practice and see how we're going to lay things out. So I did bring back that wooden shelf like I used in my last market. That's actually a shoe rack, but I think it works perfectly for my tumblers. So I have my taller tumblers up top, my sign, and then moving down I have my smaller tumblers. And then moving over here to the left, I have this big tree. I wasn't able to bring the other tree because there's just not enough space. So I put my ornaments up on this tree here, and then also for more ornament space, I'm gonna put this pegboard here, and then we'll have the finished ornaments on that. And then I have a crate, which I'm gonna probably put tumblers in that. And then my tiny crochet section. I wasn't able to crochet very much at all, you guys. That makes me sad, but I do have 2 snowmen and a little chicken. There's just not been enough time in the evenings with prepping all of the other inventory and, like I said, the editing and stuff, but I'm hoping for my next market in the spring to have a lot of crochet items. For now, here's the start of my little crochet collection. And then moving down here, I have these signs. I'm just gonna stack them until some sell because, like I said, not enough room. Then moving over here, we have the bookmarks. I use this tray. And then I also have this wooden tray that I'm gonna put them on. We have keychains here, a little cutting board. Have some space right over here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put there yet, but glad that I have a tiny little section for something else. Back in there, I'll probably put some tumblers. And then moving up here, I have those baking kits on top. So yes, like I said, very rough setup. I don't know exactly how this is gonna turn out until we get there tomorrow and see what we're working with. But for now, this is what we have. So you just got to see the basic setup of what I'm thinking for tomorrow. It is a very small table and I just had to work with what I had, but I am happy I decided to do this tonight because tomorrow would have been so hectic trying to figure all of this out when we were there setting up. So very glad I have a general idea of what I want things to look like. My biggest concern is with these glass tumblers up top. I feel like the tiniest little bump into my table is gonna send them all crashing down, but I'm hoping that my table is up against a wall unlike my last market. I feel like at the last market, people had to slide through in between my table and I just feared for my tumblers' lives the whole time. They were in danger. But the plan for the rest of tonight is to continue to work on market prep stuff. I have some ornaments, I have some bookmark stuff that needs done, and then just anything else that needs packed away because like I said, tomorrow we're leaving straight from work to set up. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here for tonight and I'll see you guys tomorrow whenever we're setting up. Hello friends and happy Friday. Brendan and I got out of work a little bit early, so now we're on our way to set up for the craft show. I'm really happy I did that mock setup last night because that's gonna save me a ton of headache tonight trying to figure out where everything goes. Like I mentioned to you guys before, I've never done this show, so I don't know what the inside of this building looks like, where my table's gonna be, so I'm very interested to see where we're at. So let's go check it out.
Here's to tell me that you'll make it here in time. Yeah, this boy is on my mind. The number one thing on my wish list. Oh, Santa, tell me you know that I've been good. I put the lights up just for you. You're the only one who can make my dreams come true. I could see the end until he looked my way. I used to be blue, now I'm brand new, all wrapped up in red. I keep on dreaming of his face. He just melts my heart away. I'm all glittery 'cause he makes it feel like Christmas every day. Now the winter's here to stay. All I want is his embrace. Maybe it's crazy, but he makes it feel like Christmas every day. Dear Santa, hurry through the sparkly winter night. He starts up a Christmas tree. With every jingle bell, I know if only me. I could see the end until he looked my way. I used to be blue, now I'm brand new, all wrapped up in red. I keep on dreaming of
Good morning friends and happy market day. Today is day 1 of 2 of this Christmas craft show weekend. I woke up a little bit earlier this morning and did some prep on some tumblers and keychains because after I set up last night, I felt like I didn't have enough, so I have a couple more things to take. And now it's about 10:20, so we're getting ready to leave the house and head up to the show. So I'll see you guys when we get there.
last year. I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday.
All right, friends, so day 1 of the market is officially over. We just left a couple minutes ago and now we're back home, and we did pretty good today. It wasn't as good as I would have hoped, but it wasn't awful either. The first half of the market, there was tons of people coming through, lots of big groups, but then after a couple hours, it started slowing way down and there was hardly anyone. Those last 3 hours of this market, it was completely dead. There was like 2 people. So I don't really know what happened. I don't know if it was really cold outside and people weren't wanting to come out, but it was very surprising to me because this craft show is held in a popular location near me, so I'm not really sure what happened. But like I said, it wasn't awful sales. We still made a decent amount of money today. We still have a whole nother day tomorrow, so I'm really hoping more people show up, especially since it's the last day of this event. But I'm kind of afraid it's gonna be the opposite because normally on Sundays, I feel like people just wanna stay home and chill out. But I guess we won't know until tomorrow. So here's to hoping for a much more traffic heavy day. And as always, at the end of this video, I'll talk about my sales and best sellers, so be sure to stick around for that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
My favorite holiday.
All right, friends, market day 2 is now officially over and we just got home, so I wanted to share my results, my best sellers, and just overall how the market went. I wouldn't say this market was necessarily bad, but I think I had very high hopes going into this show and I didn't do as well as I thought. This show was held at a pretty popular venue and I thought for sure there would be tons of traffic coming through and people packed to the brim both days, but that was not the case. I had never done this show before, so I wasn't exactly sure what to expect. And I don't know if it was just cold outside and people didn't want to leave their house or what happened, but the second half of day 1 and the full day of day 2 was completely dead. I didn't have my hopes set very high for the second day because I know on Sunday a lot of people are going to church, they're spending time with their families, getting things ready before work, and I definitely think that was the case in this instance. I also live in a very small area and this show is pretty local to where I live, so I think that that plays a big factor in how many people show up and what they're willing to buy. But considering how little I paid for this market and how much I sold, I can't say that this was a complete flop. So let's go ahead and talk about how much I sold and what my best sellers were. So my booth fee for this event was $25 and that covered both days, day 1 being 11 to 4 and day 2 being 11 to 3. On day 1, I sold 2 of my 40-ounce tumblers for $25 each. I sold the pink Mary one and the pink Holly Jolly one. I sold my pink crocheted snowman for $22. I sold 3 bookmarks for $5 each. I sold 1 Christmas ornament for $6. I sold a keychain for $5. 5 of my glass tumblers for $15 each. I sold the hot cocoa and fuzzy socks one, the Mary tumbler in green, 2 ho 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 ones, and one that I made last second yesterday morning that had a little Highland cow on it. And my final sale of the day was a card charm. It was the Hot Girls Hit Curves, and I sold that for $10. So that was all for day 1. Like I said, for those first couple of hours, it was super busy, but then after that, I literally think it was just the vendors and their families. So that was not fun. Now moving into what I sold today, I sold a total of 2 things. So that was pretty sad, but I ended up selling 2 of my bookmarks for $5 each. So not completely awful considering how little I paid for the show, but definitely a little disappointing for what I thought I would make. That's what you get with these markets. You never know how they're gonna do. You don't know how many people are gonna show up. If the audience that shows up is interested in what you're selling, you just never know. That's why you just have to try these markets out and then see what happens. I do think that moving into 2025, I wanna apply for some bigger shows that aren't super close to my area, maybe like an hour or 2 away, and see how that goes. Definitely a higher risk because these shows are more expensive, but I do think they could be worth the try just because the amount of people that attend these is crazy. But anyway, this will be my last video of 2024, you guys. That is so crazy to say, but I'm going to be taking next week off to be able to spend time with my family and just relax and hopefully rejuvenate a little bit from this busy market season. But don't worry because I'll be back the first Saturday in January with a new video. I hope that you all have a wonderful Christmas. You get to enjoy tons of quality time with your families and eat lots of yummy food. Brendan and I actually took our Christmas pictures yesterday with our cats, Luna and Abby, and I'm gonna pop a picture up on the screen because this is just too funny. So after a while of taking at least probably 20 plus photos, Abby was getting so irritated and she was just done with it. So this picture made me laugh so much and it's definitely making it on our Christmas card. But if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, be sure to follow over there. I'll be posting some updates here and there and keeping you guys up with day-to-day things while I'm on break. If you like small business vlogs, market prep, market vlogs, crocheting and cozy hobbies, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to join our crafty and cozy family. And I'm going to leave you guys with this verse that reflects on the true meaning of Christmas, and that's John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. I hope that you all have an amazing Christmas and I will see you guys in 2025. Bye.